fun attack. All right. So, I want to be able to, over here. All right. I'm going to attack this top wrist here. I'm going to go 2-on-1. All right, so if I'm here, I can just go 2-on-1. All right, easiest is to go top hand, attack the bottom wrist, and I go 2-on-1 to trap it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my underhook side. I'm going to come underneath my own leg, all right, and I'm going to grab his sleeve. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, open my hips, and I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to come up and start pulling him to me. Right? So I start pulling, open my legs, right into a triangle. Now, we've got some bigger guys here. Triangles may not be your thing. The nice thing about this is I can throw that leg over, this leg that's on the mat, I can hip out, control the wrist, and then throw the hip out so that I have the angle, and I just throw my legs over. I cross my ankles, pinch, and I have an arm bar. So if you don't have the hip flexibility to do the triangle, you have a nice arm bar there as well. It's a triangle arm bar, but I don't have the figure 4. It's just like the X over the head. All right. I'm on the back. I've offset my feet as best I can. All right, this move would also work if you can't get your feet offset to the top hip. All right, maybe you are in risk of them turning their back flat and spinning into your guard. All right, they get here, they spin into closed guard. Don't put your hand there. Yeah. Like, oh no. All right. So you can almost even use it as a trap. So like, oh, I've got really bad hooks. So I'm gonna let you spin into my closed guard. Ah, trap. It's a triangle. All right. So go back. And this works because I'm laying on the choking side, right? Maybe I have got like really like kind of shallow top hooks, right? I go top wrist, like I'm going straight jacket, or top hand to bottom wrist, like straight jacket. I double up so that I still have control of the wrist, so I have time to come underneath my own leg, right? If I just come underneath my own leg and try to grab it, he's gonna hide it, right? And now that he knows I'm trying to go for it, he's gonna keep that hand away, right? So, double up, underneath my own leg. Now, I grab the sleeve because it's easier to pull, I find. Right? The wrist works, but once you get sweaty and you start pulling, people are really good at bearing their elbow. All right? So if I grab the sleeve, right, I feel like I get a better capture, especially once we're sweating and we roll around for a little bit. I open my legs, and I start rolling, and I grab his head so that I know where my legs are going to be in position for. All right? So that he doesn't try to roll away from me. When he spins, I open. Right? If you've got the leg dexterity, you just grab the shin right away, lock up the triangle, and I've already got that because I had the sleeve here. I can just let go, all right? Readjust, make it super tight, right? If you don't have the dexterity for a triangle, right? You start spinning, this leg, I haven't figure 4'd it, just put it on the mat and hip escape so your hips turn in more like you're facing them. I go from the head to the wrist with both hands. I still have this leg chopping on his head. I still want to go heel down. Think about trying to touch my heel to my kneecap, right? Because that keeps his head in place so that he doesn't just escape. If I'm loose here, he'll posture up. Or because this arm is free, if I'm loose, he just shuts by and turns his head away. And he passes, right? So it is important that we still, I had the sleeve, I post, heel down, 2-on-1. Once I've got the angle, I throw that leg over. But I don't want to do this big, wide swing, because that's where I'm going to lose it. All right? So when I hit, it's just think about combing his hair. Leg goes over, 2-on-1, armbar. Top hand, bottom wrist, double up. All right, keep it glued to like his chest, or upper abdomen. Underneath my own leg, grab the sleeve, open. See how I'm like stretching myself away? I'm incentivizing him to turn into me. Leg up over the shoulder, all right? Square up, all right? If you get here, there's elbows to the outside, that's fine. Just adjust your triangle, all right? As needed, all right? If you guys all know the triangle details, all right? If you're here, all right? I've got the head, and I don't have the dexterity for a triangle. I'm not a triangle person, post your foot on the mat. But see how I'm not way out here? I keep it close, hip escape in to face him. All right, 2-on-1 on the arm, comb the hair, ankles cross. And also don't try to finish an arm bar here off to the side. Try to stomp both your feet down so that your hips are facing up. And gently, it's really not even the pull, it's just gluing this to your body, and it's all in the stomp of the legs. Right? Yeah, I could really do a lot of damage here, but I also allow him to bring his hips up and start countering the pressure in the elbow. Where if I just anchor and stomp, he can't bring his hips up. Make sense? Any questions? No? Anybody need to see it again? All right, guys. 3, 2, 1.